Hi Jessica, Stephen Collins here. I just finished watching your video and I found it quite interesting. And actually, we are taking complete opposite stances here in our presentations. I actually presented on the side of Fish and Wildlife Service as well as presented in favor of mediation. And I noticed you presented on the side of ACC, and it seems you are more taking an approach as if you would wish to go to court with the actual case. I think it would be favorable for both parties to actually avoid a courtroom situation and go for mediation. The scenario states that the contract was $800,000 and they suspect an additional $200,000 would be required to fix the fish ladder. I would argue that both sides were a bit at fault in the process. Obviously, Fish and Wildlife Service didn't do enough supervision, and they did sign off on the final project. However, ACC, on the other hand, actually did faulty work, and it was shown that they did not actually abide by contractual conditions in closing the bulkheads, which allowed the water to seep in and wet the concrete and not dry properly, which causes the crumbling concrete. So, with both sides at fault, I think it would be in both sides' interest to reach an accord outside of a courtroom setting, particularly given the costs of a court case against a government agency could be rather expensive. I would suspect that in order to successfully argue the case, either side would spend at least $100,000, most likely significantly more, on legal fees. Therefore, it would make sense to me if the two sides could come to an agreement where they share the costs, each splitting, taking half, paying $100,000 to get the work done. This could avoid significant delays in addition to the legal fees and get the actual work done, which it seems both sides would be in favor of. The Fish and Wildlife Service would get their work done, and ACC would have the contract finished and not have a reputational risk hanging over the head. I think additionally, a huge risk for ACC would be even if they won in court, they wouldn't be awarded any additional funds. They would, unless they were to do the work. However, a court case generally wouldn't force the Fish and Wildlife Service to use the same contractor to fix the works that were faulty in the first place. They would release ACC of any responsibility, potentially, but it wouldn't necessarily mean they get any additional work, and they certainly wouldn't get any damages when they were guilty of a contract violation. So I would think both sides would be interested in avoiding court and coming to an amicable agreement through mediation. Thank you.